Hi everybody, it's Galactic Man Larry here again with another Marvel Legends figure review, and today we have in front of us Death's Head 2 from I don't know which wave. I think it was an Guardians of the Galaxy wave or something like that. I just got this figure second hand, but it was like new, but it came without packaging. I mean, I just bought it second hand. The only accessory he comes with is this extra hand that you can only put instead of the fist hand. I think this guy has the Colossus body mold. I don't have the Colossus Marvel Legends, any Colossus Marvel Legends yet. But this character, I really wanted to have it because it's one of those obscure characters that I just know from a card from back in the 1993 from the Marvel collectible cards from Impel, if I'm right. And I remember opening this card and I was like, wow, this is a cool looking character. It's kind of like Darkhawk, one of those characters I know very little of, but I was always like daydreaming like, I'm this character, you know. Yeah, even if this guy doesn't look that appealing in sense of facial features, but it was a character I just really liked, you know. It happens. And I really like the fact that he has this like metallic paint on top of the just matte blue body. Has some paint there on the pecs, the shoulders, the neck, even in the back, but only that height. You can see it really ends there. I like the metallic arms, of course. I like that his massive arm. I think that thing changes from gun to blades and gun with blades and gun with more blades, and I don't know what else. He has this crotch piece, like a little kind of armor there with nice metallic blue paint. I mean, this thing, nice wash, like the belt is the same thing like his braids or his hair. It's like that kind of coppery paint, I mean, with some wash to it. It has like a brown wash, both the hair and this kind of belt. Some more metallic for the legs, gold for these things, and these pieces are molded plastic with no paint on them, but it mixes well with the paint. It's really nicely applied. I don't like the fact that this leg is a bit loose, but I haven't had the figure falling, so it's still okay. I mean, the weight is enough to keep him just standing straight, and it has a little bit of play here, but it's nothing that really deters me from really liking this character and this figure. First of all, let's see, one of the main features of this guy, or maybe the main, is that face. You can see it has it's cast in that kind of gold plastic. It has the horns. I don't know if it's two pieces. It seems that like the dome, and until this part of the eyes you can see the line, that's a piece, and the rest is another piece. The horns are also cast in a different, I mean, they are cast in that gunmetal gray color. That's not paint, that's plastic, but the dome is plain painted on top of the gold. Sorry for my words. You can see he has, I think his original like face would be all this gold thing with these golden stripes kind of protecting his mouth, but here you can see it's exposed, and like the armor thing is broken or something. I don't know if it's supposed to be like, in any case, that's like exposed flesh. And yeah, it's a very cool like biomechanical thing, you know. The braids, again, very cool, but they of course hinder a bit the movement, but it's, yeah, the sculpt is there, you know. You can see this huge arm. You can see how it fades from gunmetal gray to a silver metallic, you know, all metallic there, and that makes for the appeal of the figure, like the whole shine it has, you know. And you can see also in this arm more gold there. The fist, I think, I don't know, but I think it's the same fist as the Colossus figure. You let me know because I just don't know. But yeah, so you have the fist there, and of course you can change it for this pointy finger, which gives me kind of the idea. I mean, it's something between a pointing hand, but it could also be like sort of a trigger finger. In any case, he could hold something there. I just don't have anything around that I could give him. So now for articulation, the head, as you can see, can move upwards kind of nothing. Let me see, the head is on a ball disc, so you can maneuver a bit, but of course the the hair sculpt will just get in the way. He can look downwards all the way, which is good. He's tall, he can look down on his foes. Let's bring, this is not on scale, but as this guy is kind of like a monster, so he can be, you can mix scales maybe, because he's not exactly a human. Well, not at all. There you have Motoko Kusanagi as well. So, just to bring some kind of opponent. In any case, the head can look down that far. As I said, the shoulders can go all the way around. They can lift that far, so he can make kind of a T-pose. And again, I really like the metallic shine on this guy. Just be careful to not push too far, because the torso, I mean the shoulder part here will be, you know, you can scratch the paint, you can chip it away. You have bicep swivel that can go all the way around, no problems. You have the single jointed elbows with pin and everything. This figure is some years old. Don't worry. I mean, don't even think about pinless for this guy. But yeah, 90 degrees there, kind of. The fist can turn all the way around, and it can go in and out in a horizontal swivel. This other arm, of course, has this huge thing. It can go just that far, like it's kind of 90-ish degrees. Let's actually, yeah, it's a bit under 90, but it's, yeah, kind of there, you know. This thing, of course, it's heavy. It has, how much? 3-4 indentations. You have an ab crunch that can go that far forward, which is great. It can go that far backwards without making much of a situation there. Look, that's how you make an ab crunch without breaking the sculpt and making weird holes there, nor for front or back, you know. He has a waist cut, so he can go all the way around. Of course, the belt is a floaty piece, so it will, you have to lift it, turn around, or leave it there and bend it all. Yeah, you know, you have just to decide how you want to move it around with the belt. The legs can do only that far splits. Would like more, but I mean, I won't complain with this huge guy. I mean, I'm complaining already, but yeah, it would be great to have more, you know, even if he's a larger guy. But I think it's still at least the same, or maybe better than that 20 years anniversary Captain America, which looks so great and has these terrible hips. Now we have the thigh cut, can go, of course, all the way around. I don't need to show all the way around. He can kick forward only, I mean, yeah, he can only kick that far. It's a bit of a shame, but you know, he's a large guy. I mean, that's also because of the way the legs and the knees are sculpted, because the upper leg is lifting like 90 degrees, but the sculpt goes like this. He has double jointed knees, can go only that far. I mean, it's good enough. It's the sculpt gets in the way, so it's not no one's fault here. He has a very nicely hidden boot cut, or yeah, sheen cut. The feet can go backwards that far, can go forward that far. It's not much, but it's there. Again, the boot cut, and he has a good ankle rocker, I must say. I think this is one of the better ones. Yeah, that's it for the articulation on this guy. Look again, how good he looks with that light. And there you have Death's Head 2 next to Titus, a Build-A-Figure, and Darkhawk from the Titus Build-A-Figure wave. Next to Spawn Lord Covenant from the McFarlane Toys Mortal Kombat game line, and the retro-carded Rogue. Next to two Build-A-Figure figures, which are Venom Pole and the Crimson Dynamo, and I love how these three look together. That's, yeah, some presence there. And next to Thor, Herald of Galactus, and the PulseCon exclusive from last year, retro-carded Venom. And I just want to bring a Dark Trooper also to, yeah, well, he scales a bit small than all of these three, but yeah. So, I hope it was enjoyable. I really wanted to make a little review of this figure, even if I bought it second hand. It's been out there for a couple of years, so of course this is a retrospective review. but it's a character that struck me just the very first second I saw it on a card when I was a little kid. And yeah, very glad to have him in figure form, very thankful that we have a figure of this character, and hope you liked this video. So if you did, please leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. I will be very thankful, or I thank you in advance. Take care, stay healthy, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao, ciao.